Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Indiana versus Minnesota college basketball matchup on Friday, January 12th, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our best bets, our premium picks. Use that discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number that you see on the screen. They're not available on the website. You got to text that number. But let's get to this one. Indiana taking on Minnesota. The Hoosiers 11-5 this season, and Minnesota enters this one at 12-3. Of course, this is Big Ten college basketball action. Indiana solid 8-1 straight up at home this season, 5-4 against them. While Minnesota hits this one 1-1 on the road, but 2-0 against the spread. The Gophers are much improved over the teams that we've seen in recent years, opening their Big Ten schedule, the regular Big Ten schedule, with back-to-back wins over Michigan and Maryland. Not the beasts of the Big Ten, but still winning at Michigan, something where Minnesota has struggled to do for quite some time. And I think that, what we're seeing from Minnesota is they're actually coming through in a lot of these winnable games. I mean, this is a team that has been struggling to even get to 500, not to stay above 500 or any of those things, to even get to 500 in recent years. Now, all of a sudden, the Gophers are reeling off some wins here. They have won 7 games in a row coming into this one. Their last loss was kind of that, mid or late out of conference schedule where they played the 2 Big Ten games. They lost at Ohio State by 10 in a game they were getting 12.5, and then bounced back and beat Nebraska at home. I like the direction of this Minnesota program. Certainly in that step-up game against San Francisco, they didn't hold up in that spot. But overall, the direction of the Gophers is certainly headed in the right direction, a lot different direction than we've seen in recent years. When we look at the Hoosiers coming off of a loss at Rutgers, once again, kind of the same old story here for Indiana. Really good at home, not so good on the road, and they certainly look vulnerable in these road spots. Losing their last 2 road games, both in the Big Ten, losing at Nebraska, getting 4.5 points in that game, not even coming close to covering the spread, losing by 16, and then once again losing by 9 at Rutgers in a game they were only getting 4. Sandwiched in between those, though, a nice home win against Ohio State as a 1-point dog. That line actually got as high as 3. We saw Indiana at home play what I thought was their best game of the season, even though they lost to Kansas 75-71. They have that loss against Auburn. They got blown out, and wins against Michigan and Maryland earlier in the year. So, certainly Indiana, is a lot more solid team, and that win was at Michigan as well. So, obviously what we're seeing here is Michigan might not be that good. The Minnesota offense is really, really good. Indiana, not so good at defending the perimeter, and I think that kind of is their downfall of this Hoosier team. When we look at the Hoosier offense, they shoot the ball extremely proficiently at 48.4%, but also on the other side, they don't shoot the 3 all that well, and that kind of takes away from them. I gotta say, though, it just seems to me that Indiana at home just finds a different gear than they find on the road. I love what Minnesota's doing, and I think they might be somewhat of a live dog, but not where my money's going. I'm going to have to take Indiana, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.